How's it going, guys? Watching the Watchmen here, out with Amagansett Press here in Black River Falls, Wisconsin, at the Black River Falls City Hall. And as usual, we're going to take a look around, go inside, and see if the folks here in Black River Falls respect our First Amendment right to take video and photographs in a public building. So if you like this video and what we do, make sure you subscribe and hit the like button, and check out my other social medias. They'll be on the screen now. So let's get right into it. This is the City Hall, obviously, and the police department's in the building. Over here is the town's public library. Here's a look around at the area. Some other businesses and stuff.
I am out with Watching the Watchmen today, as always, and I'm going to go inside and pay a little visit on these folks. Time and temperature check. Today is Thursday, May 28th. It is 3:41 in the afternoon. And 72 degrees and slightly overcast.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
A little map of the area.
Little community board here. Hello. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, doing well.
Good.
First time we've ever been in Black River Falls or Wisconsin, so we're
Oh, where are you from?
just taking a look at Colorado.
Okay.
Yeah. My name's Jason, I'm traveling with my son, this is Ben.
Nice to meet you.
Jason and Ben, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Rhonda.
If I can help you with it.
No, what we're doing is we're traveling the country. We have a goal, ambitious goal, we're trying to hit all 50 state capitals. And while we're doing that, we're trying to stay off the interstate and travel through some small towns and just say hello and meet the folks on the ground, making the wheels turn, and
Well, very nice.
check out city halls and police departments and local government stuff, and just see how each individual community is handling the whole situation here and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Anything specific we should look at here in the building? Is there any information about it that you could, anything interesting, or it doesn't look to be that old?
No, it was built in 1996.
96, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's brand new to me. Yeah.
Maybe the chamber might have something over on Water Street.
Okay.
Possibly, otherwise the library's right next door.
Okay.
But they're not open to the public. They're just doing,
Library's closed?
yeah, they're doing curbside drop-offs and pickups.
Well, I'm glad you guys are open. We're actually just in Hudson, like on the border of Minnesota, and their city hall's closed, wouldn't let us in. So we're glad to see you're open. Yeah. So we'll wander around. I think the police department's here too?
Yep.
Yeah, we'll check those folks out as well.
Sounds good.
All righty, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Okay, sounds good. That's basically I wanted to ask you. I didn't know.
Council chamber here.
Yeah, Windward Jet, there's landfill. Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
Pretty cool. Give you a give you a view from the captain's seat here.
What's too late?
Old Glory.
Can you get it out after that? When we were in that meeting, CJ called me, tried to call me. And tell me that we were gonna, he said he didn't anticipate opening up 4 gates, but I said, he was on his curve, and he said he might come in.
Conference room here.
So I had to close it. Then I'm calling all the time.
Hit the light on the wall.
So, conference room here. Lou Perry, mayor from 78 to 2000.
When I was walking out, Alex Hansen was there. Oh, Alex Hansen.
Yeah, neighbor kid.
Yeah, and he said that he already talked to Ron's his sponsor, so the team.
Community input
Okay.
here. Hello,
Hello.
how are you?
Good.
Good.
So here's a copy of everything. I'm just gonna make a really quick phone call just to make sure that I'm getting this done correctly.
Sure.
Because I wanna make sure that I'm sending it the way I'm supposed to send it.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hello,
Hi,
how are you?
all right.
Good, my name's Jason.
Hi,
And your name, first name?
Steve Peterson.
Steve Peterson. Nice to meet you, that's a long first name.
I'll shorten it up, Steve.
There you go, Steve. So, my name's Jason, this is my son Ben.
Nice to meet you.
And we're just first time we've ever been in Wisconsin before. We're,
Oh, okay.
we're traveling the country
Okay,
and just stopped by to say hello.
well, hello. I'm
Hello.
the Parks and Recreation Director,
Oh, very cool.
so just reading up at the close the state fair, so I'm checking on information on that because I'm involved with the county fair on the board and,
Did you just get the notification it's closed?
yep,
You know what, and that's a good thing. We had a question for you because my understanding, we're from Colorado.
okay.
So my understanding is that Wisconsin court system deemed the closures and all that unconstitutional and wiped that order. So is that going backwards or is that?
I think we're kind of proceeding cautiously. Everything is opened up around here.
Okay,
But I don't think anybody wants to go past the kind of the phase 2 right now with large numbers.
okay,
So I'm involved in meetings on Monday with the fair here in the county, as well as a festival in the park for the city. And we have horse shows and dairy shows and stuff going on at the fairgrounds. So we're trying to get some kind of a semblance on Monday, meeting with the health department
okay.
to talk about what they're suggesting for the county health. I think their suggestions will go a long way as to what the city's gonna allow.
Gotcha. Now, you said you're the director of Parks and Recreation?
Mm-hmm.
So now, when you sit in on this meeting, do you have a vote?
Yes,
You do? And what, if you don't mind me asking, what's your vote?
Well-
What's your opinion?
I have closed our aquatic park for the year.
Okay,
Two reasons, or probably more than two reasons, but anyway, number one, we were having a hard time getting staff put together.
Little jar.
The kids don't know if they want to work or don't want to work.
Everything's falling off them.
And financially not being able to open up on time. It's a short 12-week season for an outdoor water park anyway,
okay,
so that kind of bothered us. The new stipulations and codes are a challenge because lifeguards normally can do everything you had up there. Now they can lifeguard only. You can't have them clean or sweep or do anything else because they don't want cross-contamination
I got you.
or touching surfaces.
I got you.
So that means you gotta find more staff.
okay.
And then having somebody there to be able to clean off the railings, the chairs, the bathrooms and everything, made it a little bit difficult for us to be able to comply with all the regulations.
I got you. And the regulations come from the state?
Yep, and the health department.
And the health department?
There's a Department of Education, Department of Health anyway. They're kind of what we use for guidelines on that.
And what kind of numbers did you experience here as far as?
Our numbers have been going down because more people are going towards the dells with more water features, larger family events.
Well, as far as numbers, I mean like illness or death?
Right now, we've had 15 cases so far in the city with one death.
15 cases in one day.
Yep.
And I'm not trying to,
No,
but that to me, it seems like very low numbers. That's actually much lower than I'm sure what you experience in flu season
It is,
normally.
I don't know what numbers got, about 170 people got tested just this week, earlier in the week.
Okay.
I don't know what those numbers are coming out of there.
I got you.
I was just told today by an individual that we are up to 15 positive tests for sure now, so yeah, the numbers are low, but we have been in a closed environment.
Okay.
And we're just opening back up,
Gotcha.
so we should see some of those numbers stemming. There's
It's
a
just,
lot of
you know
people
what it
going
is?
to bars and stuff right now and doing things that they weren't doing before.
Right.
So interaction could cause more things.
So you'll
we
see
don't know.
see if you get a resurgence.
Yeah, we don't know.
It just seems to me, obviously coming from a layman's point of view, I have no health, medical training, no government experience of running these type of things or anything like that. But it just seems to me like, from a layman's point of view, it seems drastic to close an entire city down, which it doesn't seem like you guys have done. I was just telling a young lady up at the front, we were just a few hours ago, we were in Hudson,
Okay.
along the Minnesota border. Their city
Yep, I went
hall,
to college in River Falls.
Oh, okay.
So right next to Hudson. up
their
there.
city hall is closed by appointment only. So we tried to schmooze our way in. I told them we've been traveling a long distance, father and son, just trying to check out the building. They would not let us in. So
Yeah, we were closed for 2 weeks. the last 2 weeks prior to this week, and we opened up again this week.
Were you working remotely or just shut down?
My job, I need to be around, and
Gotcha.
we never really closed down the parks as far as our staff.
Okay.
I've only got 4 part-time retired guys that work for me.
Okay.
So they work minimal hours anyway. But we did close down all of the bathrooms, the playground equipment, and anything that dealt with people would hang on or the
So what did you do,
shelters.
just like wrap it with yellow tape? And,
Yep, caution tape.
Gotcha.
And surprisingly, people were pretty respectful.
And were people during that time period allowed to go throw a football around or something?
Yep, they could, open spaces, have at it.
Okay.
Our problem was the congregations at the skate park where were younger kids that needed to let off energy. They didn't abide by it very well, and then we got excessive graffiti in our tunnels and all on our levee walls.
I got you.
People wanted to give a sign of what they thought about things.
Well, everybody's got a voice and they want everyone to hear it, right?
I wish they could use that art to good causes.
Yeah, no, it's the, yeah, well, yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, so that was the negative part of it, but yeah.
So it seems like you guys are erring on the side of caution, but maybe not so much as other places?
Yeah, we are sitting here in a world of unknown. And
Well, has that ever been any different?
no, but it seems like the unknown is really unknown, you know? I mean, I've never had no little league, no high school softball and baseball to officiate, no pool to open up, no events to get ready for. I feel like I've retired while I'm sitting here.
Well, you know what's surprising to me? You look to be around the same age I am, probably.
I'm 68.
Okay. Oh, well, then you look very good for your age. I'm
I
50.
appreciate that.
So you remember more than I do, or as well as I do. I mean, we've been through SARS, AIDS,
Yep.
bird flu, mad
Yep.
cow disease. I mean, all these things, epidemics, pandemics. Nothing's ever shut down like this
No,
before.
and I think because of the unknown serum or whatever they need to cure it or click it or work on it, I think that's been the biggest fear. And then probably because of the extra large numbers that affected overseas, just scared everybody. And of course, I'm not a political person, but I sure think both sides are drumming this up really good as anti-Republican, anti-Democrat, whatever, doing this just
I feel the same way as you, and I'm glad to hear you say that.
because
Yeah.
I think, you know, it's
And it's not
this
a
is not
part.
a time to point fingers. This is the time to find a fix and get
It's not a
together.
partisan issue.
No, yeah, exactly.
It's not a partisan issue. But, and you know, I mean, just my perspective on the whole thing, I see it as, I'm not saying, I know the coronavirus exists.
Yep.
I mean, the common cold's a coronavirus.
Yes, that's
right?
a virus.
But I see it as I don't want to say attack, but for lack of a better word, an attack on the middle class.
Thank you again.
I mean, you have all these big box stores that are wide open and mom and pop shops are shutting down all over the country. We're seeing it firsthand. I mean, it's
Yeah,
horrible.
that's kind of unnerving.
Yeah. So we wonder what that's all about. You
Yeah,
know?
I couldn't begin.
A
to
very
answer
wise
this.
woman many years ago said to me, if it doesn't make sense, it ain't true. So
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, me too. But it's put everybody in a peculiar position.
It has, yeah.
And in small communities like this, we're not having people in the motels, so the room tax, the people that pay the regular taxes for
You're
working with
losing
their
money.
employees.
Yeah.
Yeah, so although this is gonna be a tough this year, it's gonna affect next year's stuff.
Oh, yeah. It'll
Big time,
affect
you know,
several
so
years to come, I'm sure.
As you look at your projects, then you say, ooh, where did our last year's money go? Well, we didn't have it.
We didn't have any. Yeah. And I'm sure the kids didn't get to graduate and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
that's a bummer. I'm lucky I had no grandchildren involved in that, but I had kids in hockey, grandkids in hockey, and 3 out of the 4 that played this year all qualified for state tournaments, and none of them got to go.
That's a shame.
Yeah, and one of them was on a team that possibly had a chance to win. The other 2, they were happy to be there as far as I'm concerned, but so that's a bummer, but still, that's a personal thing.
Oh, yeah.
I look at the seniors in high school and maybe their last hurrah, you know, to be able, and certain athletes, and I look at these, even some of the college people that had great years or seasons to go someplace.
Right.
You miss out on that, and you can never, ever get that.
Well, you know what though? I agree with you 1,000%, but I'm the type of person, my own just strange personality. I always look for a silver lining, and I maybe have chosen to believe it for my own sanity, but I really do believe that you are where you are because that's exactly where you're supposed to be.
Could
and
be.
maybe, I mean, you know, how many times has something happened in your life where you say, this is awful, this is terrible, how am I going to get over this? 6 months later, you look back, you say, thank God that happened, because it led to something else. You know, I mean, who knows?
A good story on me, because normally I am officiating, setting up all these programs and stuff in the spring, and I think it was a weekend ago, we were sitting at home, and my wife said something, I said, boy, you're kind of lippy, aren't you? And she says, well, this is the first time you've been home long enough to know what the heck I'm like in the middle of the spring. And I go, hey, touche.
There you go, yeah, right?
Yeah, she's always on her own because I'm always doing my own things.
How long you been married?
40 years.
40 years. Well, I hope we'll wish you another 40.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So it's been great.
I've been married that long, but I actually started dating my wife when I was 14, so 36
Oh, wow.
years.
Long time.
Yeah.
It's good when they can stay.
Yeah, it
You know,
is.
you see so many.
And she still
breakups
speaks
or
to me
whatever.
too. That's a bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
but,
well, good.
Well, I'm glad you guys are muddling through, as they say. And
Yeah. Like I say, a lot of decisions are going to get made the first of next week as far as how we go forward with this, and hopefully we can go forward because
So-
it's scary otherwise.
the order, the court order which rescinded the executive order is not, you don't have to follow that. It just gives you the freedom to open up if you want to.
Correct, and I think everybody wants business to be open.
Oh, yeah.
What we want to do is, I don't think the city wants to set the policy as to how many people are okay.
Right.
They're hoping that the county health department will say, hey, we recommend that you stay under these numbers. And if that's the case, then I think that's the number that we are, as a city, are probably going to use as a guideline.
I got you.
So if your event can be held and you can guarantee these safety things, have at her.
Right.
But if you can't, then
Yeah.
you may want to look at postponing or changing to a different date.
Well, fair enough. I would just love to see everything open back up.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm not medically trained, and I don't,
Yeah.
maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and that's, we, like on the fair, we got, this is the first year we're bringing in music events for a long time, and the guy's working his tail off to bring in some entertainment. And if we cancel it, it's like, if you can't put 1,600 people into the stands, you can only put 800, we can't make any money.
Right.
And then
Right.
it's pretty stupid to go in there knowing you're gonna lose before you can even get started.
Right.
We don't
Well,
want that. So that's.
I was almost going to say everything's not about money, but when you're running
When you
a
pay
city,
for something like that, it is.
yeah, the numbers have to add up.
And you
Yeah.
can't do it for fun unless you're sitting there with $40,000 you don't care if you want to get rid of.
Right. No, I got you. Yeah.
But yeah, so, and that's kind of where we'll be at on Monday night.
Wow.
See who comes up with what. Especially after the state fair closing, now we'll be wondering to see how that puts on the minds of local fairs.
Gotcha. Yeah. So it's kind of day by day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
See how it plays out.
Yeah, every day is a unique scenario right now to see who's scared of what.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think I'm with Teddy Roosevelt on that one. Yeah. Was it Teddy that said that?
He did?
Yeah. Only thing to fear is fear itself, right?
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Yeah, well, either way, but the boy's getting a good education, and so am I. So, and we're
Awesome.
meeting fine folks like yourself, and we appreciate you taking the time to
Yeah,
speak with
thanks for
us.
stopping by.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yep.
You've been at your.
Good luck on your continued adventure.
Thank you. No, and you're a great ambassador for your city, and we appreciate you, and I hope they appreciate you as much.
There's not many communities that are better than this, so we're pretty fortunate to be here.
There you go.
We
That's
offer
it.
a lot for a small town.
Very cool. Well, so far so good. We're having a blast.
Good, I'm glad.
Alrighty.
Enjoy the rest
Pleasure
of
to
your day.
meet you, Steve. Thank
All
you so
right.
much.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Oh, we should actually go back to PD and say hello to those folks. Hello. How are you? Good. My name's Jason, and this is my son Ben.
Nice to meet you.
And we're just traveling around the country and stopped in to say hello. Never been here before.
Oh, okay,
So we're
welcome.
just going around introducing ourselves and seeing if there's anything interesting you can tell us about your city, or if there's anything you think a couple of tourists might want to know or do or see, or anything that's interesting.
Well,
I know I'm putting you on the spot,
Well,
but
that's okay. It's not technically within our city, but it's near our city, just to the east. I don't know if anyone has mentioned the Wazi Lake area
No.
to you.
no.
So, very interesting, beautiful, natural area. It used to be an iron mine,
Okay.
and it closed in 1983. And then they did a lot of reclamation and restoration efforts, and now it's this large, huge lake, lots of hiking trails, biking trails.
Oh, very cool.
And in fact, it's the deepest lake in Wisconsin at 360 feet deep.
Nice.
And it's known for diving for its clarity
Wow.
of the water.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's a very cool place.
How far is that from here?
It's about 7 to 10 miles.
Oh, okay, nothing.
Of here?
I'm driving I'm driving hundreds of miles
Sure.
at a clip, so that's 7 to 10 miles right around the corner.
It's operated by the Jackson County Park Service. So
Okay.
It's a small daily fee to get in.
Okay.
But
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, very good. We appreciate that. And it's open?
It's open now, yes.
Cool.
I believe the campground is open. I was just there last weekend. There were people camping and a lot of kayakers out on the water and fishermen.
Excellent. All right, cool. Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you. And what was your first name?
Jennifer.
Jennifer. Thank you so much, Jennifer.
You're
We appreciate you. All righty.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day. Thank you. Cool. Well, that's a good tip.
Yeah.
Mayor's office. Mayor's not in. Hi. The mayor's not in by any chance, is he? He or she? No? Okay. Figured I'd ask. All righty, well, thank you. We really appreciate you being so cordial and welcoming. It's a nice welcome to your city, and we appreciate that. Thank you so much. Have a good day, guys.
Thank you.
After you, sir.
All right, guys, you saw how that went here in Black River Falls, Wisconsin, at the Black River Falls City Hall. No issues with our taking video in a public building, and went well. So let us know what you think in the comments. If you like this video and what we do, make sure you subscribe for more videos and hit the like button on this one. And feel free to check out my Instagram and Twitter. Just hit 100 followers on Twitter, around 360 on Instagram, and just hit 21,000 subscribers on YouTube today. So thank you guys for all your support, and see you on the next one. Watching the Watchmen, out with the Amagansett Press, out. See you on the next one, guys. Stay tuned.